to GregoryAgid.com. My name is Gregory Agid. Today we're going to discuss intervallic long tones. I use this term to describe any long tone exercise that has two or more notes. The main focus for these exercises is maintaining a consistency between notes. The exercise can be anything from playing an arpeggio to playing a major scale or anything like that. One of the exercises I like to introduce to my student is just playing every interval off of a home note. So what we'll do is we'll do C as our home note, and we'll play every interval based off of that C. We'll go minor second, minor third, major third, until you hit the octave, always returning to C as your home note. While you're practicing this exercise, you want to really focus on maintaining a consistency between notes. You also want to work on the placement of your fingers and your embouchure. A lot of times, if you have issues with these exercises, it's because you're biting, and this exercise will really give you a chance to focus in and see what your embouchure is doing exactly. So I'll go ahead and give you an example of the long tone exercise. I like practicing this without a metronome. When I'm happy with the tone I'm getting from the note, I'll go ahead and move to the next note. When I feel the tone is matched, I'll return back to the original note. And I would take that minor third, major third, so on. When you get into the bigger jumps, maybe like a major seventh and an octave, then things like the notes popping out and sounds in between the notes become, it's very easy for that to happen. So I'll go ahead and give you an example of that and try and maintain the consistency between notes. Sometimes it's good to play it several times because every time it gets a little better. One of the big things I notice with a lot of players actually is that when people who have a lot of issues with these exercises, it's because they're biting. Biting can be really easily fixed if you just change the way you think about the placement of the mouthpiece in your mouth. The natural resting place of the clarinet is actually on your top teeth, not on your bottom lip. Thinking of it that way really helps, I think, open up your mouth and keeping you from biting on the reed. When you bite, you get a really muffled sound, and it's hard to make big intervals. However, when you really maintain a loose embouchure, allowing the reed to vibrate freely, it can give you a lot of flexibility in what you can do. If I'm biting, you have a lot of motion in the note. If I'm not biting, you're able to maintain more consistency and keep the note a little more streamlined or flat. Take these intervallic exercises, practice them on every note. Also take them throughout the range of the instrument, the lower registers all the way up to the top.